The Committee on Internal Market and Consumer Protection, to which I belong as a member, has adopted the report of Rapporteur Dita Charanzova on the General Product Safety Regulation. I had the role to represent the S&D group in this negotiation team. We are now going to enter in the so-called trilogue negotiations with the Council in order to find a compromise on this particular file. The Product Safety Regulation is supposed to be the successor of the currently forced General Product Safety Directive from the year 2001. So this is already older than 20 years. It was more than necessary to update and adjust this directive to modern times. Most importantly, we have new product categories which were completely unknown at that time, like connected product, like smart home products, etc. Secondly, we have a market operator that became more and more crucial, which was completely unknown 20 years ago, online marketplaces. So we had to address those new challenges in a new instrument. The Commission chose for a regulation as a legal instrument. This has many advantages vis-à-vis a directive, in particular as it is directly applicable. Most importantly, this General Product Safety Regulation wants to ensure the so-called safety net function. That means whatever kind of defectious product is entering the internal market might be covered by it. We have more specific regulation like the one on child toys or machine products, but there are some product categories which do not have specific regulation, and they are covered by that one. So this regulation has to fulfill a safety net function in order to protect consumers. Surprisingly enough, this safety net function was questioned by some members of the committee. And they wanted not only to scrap the precautionary principle as a guiding principle for the product safety regulation in Europe, it also wanted to actually introduce a risk approach, which would mean that categories of so-called low risk would not even be covered by the safety net function. We succeeded in defending both. So we have still the precautionary principle in General Product Safety Regulation, although only as a principle for market surveillance authorities. And secondly, we were strong in defending that there is no risk approach applied to this product safety regulation. So all products would be subject to this General Product Safety Regulation. Moreover, we strengthened the role and the obligations that an online marketplace has to fulfill as an actor on the internal market. So they have to fulfill certain obligations. Most importantly, there is the stand-down obligations once market surveillance authorities inform online marketplaces about defectious products. The deadline for doing so is 1 day. Moreover, there are information obligations for consumers in case there are defectious products on this particular online marketplace. This shows that online marketplaces have a stronger role. Yet I would have wished that there would be even more obligations for online marketplace. I would even have preferred to have an online marketplace to be a proper economic operator. So there's still a lot of room to improve the regulatory situation for online marketplaces. Second, many defectious products are coming from third countries, and sometimes they are even purchased via online marketplaces that are established in third countries. We ensured that any third country product must have a responsible person in the European Union, in the internal market, that can be addressed in particular for liability questions and to fulfill obligations that are addressed to them by market surveillance authorities. Thirdly, we expanded the scope when it comes to product categories that are to be subjected by the General Product Safety Regulation. We included software, including standalone software and connected products. Finally, and I believe this is a very important point, any law is only as good as its enforcement, and it is therefore crucial that associations representing consumers are able to go in front of national courts in order to claim that there were violations of obligations in the General Product Safety Regulation. We therefore ensured that the annex of the Representative Action Directive will be expanded to the entire General Product Safety Regulation. This will be a huge step forward for ensuring that product safety standards are actually respected within the internal market. Admittedly, more would have been nice. Having the precautionary principle for the entire General Product Safety Regulation, having stronger commitments by online marketplaces, but it was not possible given the majority situation that we do have in this European Parliament. We are now going to enter the trialogue negotiations with the Council and we'll see what the final result will be. For the S&D Group, I can clearly declare that we will never accept any negotiation outcome that would lower consumer protection standards as compared to the legal situation that we currently have, and will oppose any kind of negotiation result of that kind. Moreover, we will insist on having special legal acts, in particular on online marketplaces, in order to continuously strengthen the protection of consumers on the internal market.